Hey everybody, good morning. How are you today? We're heading into episode 63. I'm really sorry I'm late this morning. I was doing a bug report and uh, had trouble working out the technology. So now that I've got that sorted, we're heading into House Flipper a little bit later than usual, but I'm not going to clip your stream. I'm just going to give you a good solid half an hour of house flipping and we'll see how we go. I really need to plant my trees. But first, we're going to finish this house for Raphael Erko. I think we're just onto the garden, and then we'll see how much time is left. I'm going to try and finish this house, I should say, because I never can tell how long something's going to take. But hopefully, we'll get all this done. Um, yeah, it's nice to actually be able to start the day with a bit of house flipping. And then get into it. You know, someone's going to stab an eye out on these plants when they come through the gate. Visitors beware. Alright, yesterday we finished the interior, so we don't need to run around in there. I have discovered that I maybe don't need to mow, which is probably incredibly lazy of me, but anyway. So what I might do first is hack down a couple of trees. I've discovered the quickest way to do this is to come at it from both sides. I'm really excited about that. I'm not looking. If it lands on the house, I'm going to be very upset. Well, I would be if it destroyed the house, but it doesn't, so I'm good. So I used to spend hours just chopping at the tree, hoping to hit the right spot, but I've found if you chop both sides and you get it right, it doesn't take anywhere near as long. Oh wow, that was even more effective. What did I do right that time? Okay. Then all we need to do is hit E and we can get all of these out. So that's nice. I found a more effective way of tree chopping. Even if I feel really guilty for chopping the trees. So let's see how fast we can get this done. I like to do things in a bit of a block because it just somehow feels more efficient that way. It might not be, I could be fooling myself, but we'll find out. Oops. Ah, that was a tree on my head. And that was a tree on the... Sorry, neighbours. Honestly, they're going to take away my license to act if I keep it up. Here we go. Ow. I can't help it. The trees just falling on my head are very disconcerting. Let's just remove these, and we'll remove those, and we'll remove that. And see you later, and bye. And yes, we're done. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit silly this morning. Someone gave me coffee without sugar in it. I'm a lot less silly if you put sugar in my coffee. Or if I get enough sleep. Actually, no, that's not true. Sometimes I'm worse if I get enough sleep. Here we go. Let's buy some gravel and go nuts with the gravel. So I didn't need to go all around the yard like I did, whoops, last time with the mower, because when you gravel, apparently you don't need to mow. Okay, now let's see if I can drive just as straight going the other way. Ah! Line it up and hold it steady. I'm not so good at the steady thing. It's kind of like mowing but with rock. Come and pretty that up in a minute. There we go. Prettying up is done, and up the house. Oops. Okay, that's a bit trickier. Should be easier once I just get the house edge done, because the house edge seems to negate the gravel, unlike the path edges. That's fine. Just get that done. Now, why can't I drive a mower like this? I want to know. Yeah, I know I'm missing a whole big swathe. Give me a minute, I'll come back and fix that. I'm trying to work out if this is the fastest way I can gravel. It would be really nice to be able to actually just have a broader expanse of gravel to play with. So now I'm whining. I'm going to try not to do that. Best mowing ever. Oops. So if you can hold your line steady, this seems to be the quickest way to gravel. And that's if you don't go ooh squirrel at every patch that you miss. You know, like that. So I'm just going to go as quick as I can to get this bit done. Because once the graveling is done, we can get to the fun stuff. So I think Raphael Erko kind of needs a, he needs a pool, definitely, because he's the one who's like, I need an extra bedroom, that way I can have friends over. So if he's like the sort of dude that likes friends, maybe he's the sort of dude that likes an area for a bit of a pool party and a barbecue. So we might make sure we put that in for him. And I know that at the moment it doesn't matter what kinds of gardens you put in, but I'm really hoping, well actually I know that they said in one of the updates they're actually going to be putting something in for people who like different kinds of gardens. So I'm really excited for that. Because while I love the extra percentage added to the house's buying price, I also like to think that what I do outside counts as well. So yeah. And while it is funny to put a children's playground in a garden you want to sell to one of the single people or one of the guys that says, I hate kids, don't give me any kids stuff, it feels like it's cheating too. Or it just doesn't feel right. It's like, logic is not good. Alrighty, and we're done with that bit. Mowing with gravel. Yes! Is that like Dancing with Wolves? Only, you know, with less biting. Let's just see how we go. Tell you what, the next person who does not put sugar in my coffee, fair dinkum. Actually, I'm being lazy. I can actually get off my bottom and go and get my own sugar and stir it. So I should stop whining about something I can fix. There we go. Alright, we have gravelled 3/4 of a yard in not too long a time, I'm hoping. Alright, I'm just going to very quickly grab that out and grab that out. Done. Now, before I go get random with the plants, let's pop in the areas that we need to remember. So I'm thinking Raphael Erko probably likes a large pool space. Oh, I missed a bit. All right, we're done. Okay, so let's do the all-important pool thing. And I could probably use those really those really tall grasses as a screen, sort of like the hedge I used for the other one. So let's go garden, and we want decorations, water tanks. I love that. Pools are huge water tanks. And I need to remember what sort of paving I used, otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. Oh no, that's right, there's no pool with cobblestone. Oh. Well, okay. I'm not going to sulk about that. I'm just going to try and find a kind of close match to it. What's paving stone look like? No. So it'll be something not so angular. The rings look about the closest I can get to the cobblestone. So let's just buy one of these. We'll just flip him round and pop him down. Let's back up. I want to center it along the side of the house. You can, it's just one of those things I like doing. And actually I want the bigger area at the other end. Oh, okay, that doesn't make any difference. Never mind, let's just pop him in. Place the pool, dig a hole for him. Here we go. Toddle over and fetch him. And plant it. As soon as I can get the right angle. There we go. Excellent. Water the pool in, or rather fill it up. You're not going to make me leave the whole property, are you? Alright, let's try again. Hold and switch to garden hose. Okay, so sometimes you've just got to find the right angle to stand to get your pool to fill. Wait till the little blue ring circles fill up and we're all good. You know what? I really like just the gravel down and no paving stones. So as much as I'm whining about cobble, I like that with just the gravel all around the edge. So Mr. Erko gets to have a gravel edged pool, and I'm going to stick some furniture in. He probably goes for the expensive look, doesn't he? To be honest, I actually really like the ellipse couch. It's just the thing. Now that's a pretty masculine kind of look, but if I remember rightly, nothing actually matches it, so we're going to change that. Pillows and the base. He's a bit of a dude's dude, isn't he? Let's give him a really dark brown finish and see what I can get to match that. So I'm going to we'll angle it. And I would like to be able to mirror it, but I'm not that good. Yes, watch the builder fall into the pool. Maybe I need to back up a bit more. Glug, glug, glug. Okay, I don't know why it won't let me put it there, but oh, you horrible thing. Okay, it wouldn't let me put it there because I was standing in the pool. Okay, so don't try and place couches when you're standing in the pool. It won't let you. I just saw it go green there a minute ago. Alright. And what's a bit of a pool party area without a table? So we'll go furnitures, we'll go tables, we'll go table Jamaica because I love it non dark brown because it matches everything. Maybe black. We'll buy 2 of those. Pop one over there. Oh, really? You're not going to let me put the table down? Come on, be nice. It'll fit perfectly just here. Okay, so yeah, it seems to have a real problem if you're standing in the water. I just thought it was because I was standing too close to what I wanted to place. Right, so now he's got a socializing spot where people in the pool can happily splash those watching them. We're not doing plants yet, so I'll just leave that. I'm going to put a kind of alfresco dining area out there. For that, we'll need a gazebo. Gazebos are under architecture. That looks kind of fancy. Does it have something I can match with? It's got that nice dark red. That'll go with the, we'll go black, because that'll go with the chairs. And we'll pop that right there. Cool beans. Now we just need some, oops, I've lost my furniture. There it is. Now we just need some tables and chairs. Is that new? That's kind of cool. I like that. That's very sweet. Let's go with the dark brown top and the black glass and the dark legs. Oh yeah. Alright, what sort of table was that again? That was an Elvar. Let's see if we have chairs Elvar as well. That would be really cool. We have Poof Elvar. That's kind of nifty, but it's not what I'm after. We have Sammy's, Mooner's. So there's no chair Elvar. Let's just have a quick look and see what this looks like. See, because I can match that in, and I can match this in. And we can give it black legs, and we're all good. So let's buy one and just see. What do you reckon? You know, I reckon he might be comfortable with those. Let's grab a couple more so he can have 4 friends around the table at one time. I know, I think this is more of a cross between and Aisha. I should be putting these under the just under the edges where they fit. There we go. Yeah. So now we've kind of got a bit of a red and brown thing going in the yard, which I kind of like. It's kind of okay. I know, so many kind of. Shh. Let's not put the barbecue near the hedge. Way too many people set those things alight when they do that. Let's just very quietly, because we want the barbecue to not rock when we're cooking on it. We might chuck down a couple of slabs. So grab the surfaces, grab the paving slabs, grab the cobbles. No, I think we're going to just stick with that. And I'll buy a couple. So what we'll do is we'll pop the barbecue and an accompanying table right here. Let's just see if I can fit both on there. I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to buy stuff. That was very eloquent. We have a grill Fury. We have a grill Vengel. I love the extra grills. We have a Spark. Oh, what's that for? A half ampot, looks like. A pizza stove. We're so going to have one of those. And maybe some workout stuff, because I reckon Erko likes to work out. Maybe. We're allowed to invent lives for our possible buyers. Sorry, excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to pop this over here. Someone's going to take a hip out on that, but I'm sure if they're careful they'll be fine. We'll just go with this one and we'll grab our tables, and the only table that fits properly there is really the Mac. The legs could be metal. Let's just, yeah, we'll give it a wenge surface to kind of try and keep that dark theme going. Pop that there. Now he's got somewhere to put his sausages before he cooks it and somewhere after he cooks it. I wonder if we have like grilling tools or something. Would it be under other? Ooh. No. Sprinkler. It's a gravel garden. I should stop right now. Recreation. Okay, so maybe I just need to go into the household stuff. Look at accessories. Go to kitchen. Alright, so maybe I should put a request in, shouldn't I? See if they're interested in making outdoor food furniture. Like, you know, you can have plates. We've got plates and cups here already, but we could have trays and grilling tools like those tongs and stuff. Alright, so we don't have those now, so that's fine. Let's just get rid of that. Alright, that is going to be my very simple barbecue area. What else do we need to put in here? We need to get rid of these boards and actually pop in the correct pavers. Man, for a minute I thought I was creating grass. That gave me a start. Oh, okay, that's how they do it. All right, we need to go around on the outside. Okay. And now we just need to lay the paving slabs. Bing, bada, boom. We were doing... Pretty sure it was that. Alright. I may overlap things a little bit here. Tell you what, I might say, oh, I wish we had a lot for this game, but I tell you what, there is already so much in it. It's incredible. I get a real kick out of playing it, just watching the transformations. And I'm not as good as some people out there. There are some really magnificent gardens, and I just look at them and go, oh my god. Where did you come up with that? It is awesome. Down to paving slabs, and there we go. Let's just match this in. I've lost it. Or have I lost it? Let me just go back to garden. It was grey and thingy what's it. Alright, that made a lot of sense, but you know what I mean. So it was just that. Pretty simple. Alright, let's get this in. Just make sure I've got that. Yeah, okay. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of a row of pavers and discovering that you placed the first one wrong. So that should end up flush with that. There we go. Brilliant. So do we want a path all the way out to our... You know what, now that I've done that, I want to pave under there. Oh. Alright, away we go. Will it let me? No, okay, so we're not paving under there, that's fine. There can be little islands. But what I might do is put like a different, like a semi-formal set of stepping stones out to the gazebo. Don't know if I like that effect. Okay. And you know what I keep forgetting to do in these gardens? Pool parties go on to all hours of the night, and I think we should probably have some lamps, and we need some nice modern looking lamps. Or gothic. Does Erko look like... No, let's not do that. Solar lamp standard. Outdoor lamp tall. Well, we need one of those over the barbecue. Whoa! Over the barbecue. Can't cook what you can't see, and if I make it tall, maybe the bugs won't get to him. There we go, okay. And then I guess the next thing we're going to go for is... just going to go for some nice pillar lamps. I want it to be just simple and kind of a bit Spartan. And we'll offset them. The other thing is, I guess if I put the lamps slightly to the outside edge, the bugs will be drawn away from the diners as opposed to being drawn to them. So they'll be at the edge of the... That's the theory. In practice, will it work? I don't know. So what we're trying to do is draw... Because insects love lamps. So we're going to try to draw them just a little bit away from where the humans are. Although this isn't very much away, but you still need a lamp where you're at there. Alright, which means we definitely need some privacy screening here. And what I might do is just randomly place a few of these through the garden as well. There, see, if you're going to put an eye out, you might want to see it coming. Pop that there. And we'll pop another one over here. Okay, so this side of the house I'm pretty much just going to treat like the front was treated. And we're just going to go with the tall grasses randomly scattered and so on. And then the other side of the house I'm actually going to use decorative grass, there we go. Ornamental with the red. Pretty sure that's what I used. It's not going to show me, that's okay. Let's go back. Decorative grass, or was it that one? No, it was definitely the other one. Alrighty, so we're going to buy a ton of these. I'm just going to go this way so I can have a look back as I place them. I find it really hard to place things randomly. I keep trying to make straight lines. Alrighty. So all of that goes there. Let's stop here in your path. Let me just drop to there, spin that round, put that here, put that there. You know, if you're not too careful where you move with your swimming costume, you're going to get poked by a plant. And we'll swim across the pool and we'll place, if we can. Nope, it's not going to let us. That's probably a good thing. I'll just pop one there. And we'll put another one here. And then we're going to do the not so random screen thing. Actually, let's find out where I can place it in regards to the lamp. And then we'll just line everything else up along it. That little low plant's right in the way, that's okay. It can be a tantalizing peak. So if they want to access the pool, they're either going to have to walk through the bushes or they're going to have to go around the other way, which is, you know, one of the ways of controlling who gets what access to your yard. Alright, that should be enough of the big stuff. Okay, I lied, it's not enough of the big stuff. We're going to put another big stuff here. Ah, we are not whippersnipping the grass. Alright, now what was the next thing I put in? Those and those, okay. Oh man, I do not wish to go swimming. How many times can we throw the gardener in the pool? I don't know. Why don't we try and see? Was it these ones? I think it was these ones. Let's just... Yeah. Alrighty, and I should have bought many. So let's just go do a quick conifer dump. Yep. Alright, I should probably leave that space a little bit clearer than I have with the rest, because otherwise people aren't going to be able to get to their food. And that would make them a bit cross. There we go. If I put them too close to the porch, you're going to end up with people being ankle tapped by conifers, going base over apex with their sausages. There we go. Okay. I should probably not be lazy, and I should probably plant these, shouldn't I? I knew that. We are going to finish this garden today, and we are going to go to auction today. So this will be a little bit longer than planned, but not much longer. There we go. All right, how many can I reach at once? Let's try this. Okay, it's going to make me move. Fair enough. It does feel a lot quicker if you're doing bulk plantings to actually plant them kind of like this. I don't know why that does it that way, but it is harder though when you're planting them in a kind of a random fashion. So yeah. Look at that sunset in the background. I love it. Oh yeah, maybe cover it with soil before you water it. That works a lot better. Okay, and away we go. It's just a very basic functional garden. Easy to look after. I mean, even these conifers, you wouldn't need to prune them very much, if at all. I don't think conifers like being pruned. And grab that one. Oops, here I am driving like a drunken monkey again. Put the plant in, put that plant in, and that plant in. Cover that one with soil. And cover that one with soil. And cover that one with soil. Awesome. Next. I don't know why it took me so long to actually work that out, but it did. Looks like I've missed one over here. I think you're just not really meant to wander through this garden. Yeah. Now it's time for me to find all of the plants that I put down. So yeah. Okay. So just that one. And then no more add-ons. No. Here we go. One more. Cover the soil. Cover the plant with soil. Excellent. Alright, which means we have one more plant to go. That's that one there. I might stick one over there. Let me see if I can remember which ones these were. They were decorative grasses. They were little low growing grasses. I think they might have been these actually. Yep. Yes. Alright, good. I'm going to pop one over here and one here. And jump. Maybe one there. None here because I want that space open. I know you can't see them back there, but they belong. And we can maybe do a little cluster of them here. All right. And there. Alright, it does get a bit hard to maneuver, but that's fine. That is mostly my fault. Alright, little blotches of colour everywhere. I'll leave this part partly open. You might not be meant to walk through the garden, but you can if you really want to. So yeah, I think we're heading into about our second or third week of smoke over Canberra. A lot of the bushfires are actually under control now. The nearest one's a fair way away. But we're also heading into our hottest week. So I think Adelaide hit 47 degrees, which is just insane at this time of year. And here we've hit 40 degrees. This is Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius once. And we're just in the high 30s, 35 to 37 most days this week, which is unpleasant. All right, we're done with that. Matter of fact, I think we are actually done with the garden. Let's just take a wander through. It kind of works. There's a very informal trail just there. And then you have your more formal trail here. So we have grasses, we have low-growing conifers, we have a gazebo and a table. I really should write down the requirements. We have a pool and a socialising area to relax in. We have our grass hedge, which is probably about as effective as gauze curtaining, but oh well. I'm sure Mr. Erko doesn't mind that much. And then we have our much more formal path leading to the front door. Flanked by plants that try their best to put your eye out, I'm sure of it. So what we might do now is, I'd like for the sun to be up so I can take a screenshot, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So let's maybe, I love the red flowers. Right, let's back it up. And we will take a screenshot. Actually, we'll go for a swim. No, it's not going to let me through there. Door. I would like to be able to turn on one light, hit one switch and have all the lights come on. Alright, let's take that screenshot there. And wander this way. The lights really lift your garden too. And go for a swim. Glug, glug, glug. I know now the garden is getting a bit crazy. Oops, there's another one over there. And I forgot we have a light over here. And a light over here. And a light over here. Alright, now I'll take that shot. There we go. Okay. Let's go do our garden competition and see how that goes. Actually, I forgot to put lights in the back area too, so I might have to do that as well. You watch, I'll do this and the sun will come up. Alright, let's take a look. Look at that, I still managed to do a straight line. Unbelievable. Just can't help myself. We do need lamps in the garden. Decorations, lamps, outdoor pillar. I'll just very quickly throw a few of these down. One over here, and one over here. One right in the middle, no, one over here because I have an informal path here, so I might just try and line it with light. Just to emphasize that it's there. And maybe light up that back corner. No lurking in the back corner, guys. Get the veranda a little bit better lit than it is. And you guessed it, now we are going to run back and turn all of these on. But it's better than stopping after we place each one to turn them on. I just want to see how it looks. Because I often forget to put lights in the garden, so yeah, I don't know if the clients like the gardens better with light or without. Personally, I think it's probably not a bad thing as a safety feature. Yeah, I like that. You can actually see what you're doing. I might take that shot as well. There we go. Alright, enough of taking pictures and putting in lights. This is how we are going to leave our garden. I'm just going to do a last minute run through the house to make sure everything's fine. So this is our entry hall. Very low key. Bathroom with all the red because we were trying to attract Jimmy Trader and we failed miserably. The paintings and the plants and the red. The TV is for Erko, as is the tech. The plants and the painting were to try and attract Veronica Lipstein and we failed on that one. This is our lounge room. Look at the light from outside. The detail in this that they put in this game is really amazing. So this is our thing. If I could put an outside door here I would, but that's okay. And here's our sauna and little room. So what we're going to do is head out and see what people think of our garden. So we're going to do enter, submit the garden for a contest. Okay, American, practical, easy to maintain. Patio, gazebo, barbecue, swimming pool. So we could put it in the American garden, except we've used grasses as well as our evergreens. Oh, for pity's sake. And I've done it again. So I'm going to re-participate in that because that's, yeah. We may actually just do the garden contest next. What I did was I left-clicked on the garden thing. It's not the first time I've done it, and I'm not going to make you wait for the garden thing. We're going to auction the house next week. Unless you want to hang for 10 minutes. Simply because I hit the wrong button. That's just insane. So what I was trying to do was highlight the garden criteria, and you can actually do that by hovering over it, but if you left click you put the garden straight into the contest, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm not prepared to sell this house with a 7% bonus. That's embarrassing and annoying. That's alright. Let's go back to the office and I'll work out what I want to do next. So look, if you guys want to hang for another 10 minutes, I am going to auction this today. And yeah, unbelievable. I can't believe I did that again. Alright, a basketball court. is useful for American gardens, said the little tip down the bottom. This is almost only a garden. This is where I've decided to put my office because I just can't work out how to do the thing. So I'm just going to watch the timer there. It's 7:37 in the morning here, and seriously annoyed with myself now. It happens. I will get over it eventually. Yeah, so we'll spend 10 minutes doing a utility garden in here. So for a utility garden, we need to have a bit of an orchard. And really, I've got no excuse not to have an orchard. This garden's big enough. I don't know if I'm going to actually auction it, but I'd be curious to see how it fared. I didn't dig a deep enough hole, did I? No. Now, put the plant in. And, right. I think for digging, it's often easier to do them one at a time. Where did my plant go? There it is. And then if I back up, I should be able to cover that with soil. And I should be able to just pivot and do all the rest. Yeah, so this will work. Alright, so remember, when investigating the criteria for gardens, do not click on them. Otherwise you will end up in the contest in a section you don't want to be in. So there we go. So we're just going to put about 8 more minutes. Yeah. Okay. That is our set of fruit trees, almost. Let's put in the pear, I think it was. 3 digs for trees. In we go. Alrighty. There's our orchard. We also need to put in a shed and a composty area, so I think that's under other. Yeah, tool house. Because where else are we going to keep our shovels? We have a white house. We might as well do a white or white-ish garden shed. Alrighty. What I want to do is put it there, but I don't think it's going to let me, so let's just see if I can. Right, I think this is the front. I really hope this is the front. Alright, let's go with it. E to assemble. And away we go. I think they might have improved this one a little bit too. I love it. Yeah, all these little mini puzzles. Yeah, we did get the front right. There we go. We're at 7 minutes before we can go and do our auction. They have changed how you put this together, I think. That's brilliant. It works so well. I remember it being a lot harder. Nice. Do we have garden tools? Like, you know, shovels and things we can put inside? No, that's okay. I'll have to maybe suggest that one as well. That would be cool. You could have your garden forks and things to go in there. I think I have seen shovels in maybe the survivalist places. Alright, what do we need next? We need a compost bin because these things need compost. I think that's also under other. There we are. And we might go with the wooden composter, and we'll go with the... Alright, there's no grey wood, so we'll go with birch for this one, and we'll put a couple in because we're going to need them. I'm going to put them up the back though, because composting bins can occasionally get a bit whiffy. We'll give them 4 so they can cycle through the compost at different stages. Okay. I think we're at 5 minutes now. Let's get some other garden bits in. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to I can't dig garden beds, so I'm not sure if I want to actually put down grass first. Edible plants. Strawberries are kind of decorative. We could add those in around the other things. They have tomatoes now. I love it. Alright, first thing we're going to do is put down the turf, because I have a feeling that that big bare patch is going to be visible even if I put plants over the top of it. So we'll go for garden and we'll go for surfaces. Go for turf sod and the really big roll. Okay. Is it 7? So we've had 5 minutes have passed. Hopefully this won't get... Yeah, I am having such a klutz of a day. Okay, now he's going to get blocked by that. Maybe? Yeah. Alright, I just need to move my turf roll out a little bit. So if you're going to cover your ground, you really need to do that before you put your plants in, because your plants can block it. That can be a bit irritating, but that's okay. And don't hit E by mistake. There's no way to speed up the turf rolling process, that's okay. So we have about 4 minutes before we're ready to do our garden auction. We'll just pop down some turf while we're waiting. It's alright, I'm getting really derpy with the controls. There we go. 3 minutes. And done. And again. Oops. We are not going to paint the grass on. Tempting as that thought is, let's not. And yep. So what I'll do is I'm going to lay this turf sod down just to give me a nice even background for when I put the garden in. And that should it'll just look better. That's actually going to get stuck on my plants, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I wiped out a plant. Oops. See, that's kind of new. I didn't know it. Yeah, I took out one of my carnations. Oh dear, that's sad. Alright, how far back can I put this? It's not going to let me do that. Okay. Alright, I was a little bit too close to the yellow flowers. So I'm thinking this is a good area for strawberries because it's nice and covered. But it looks like we should be just about ready to do our garden contest now. So we'll just get out of here. Hit escape. No, don't hit escape. That would be bad. I need to go to the property, so we'll just duck back inside. Head into our office, grab our browser, and head back over to the house. And this time we really will do our auction. I promise not to press any derpy buttons. Okay, our little post-apocalyptic dude, survival dude, says he needs water or something similar. And okay, let's hit this enter again. Submit the garden for a contest. Alright, now if you have a look, all I'm doing is I'm not pressing on anything, I'm just scrolling down. So don't left click to bring up the requirements for a garden. Just look at it after you hover over it. So crop garden, which is what we're doing at the office, is plants, vegetables, natural materials, wood and stone. Ecological gives healthy crops. English gardens, you have flower beds, perennials, romantic corners, sweet smelling roses, vines, and paths made of brick or stone. This is what we're going to put it in. So modern gardens are treated as another room, complete with furniture, elegant geometric forms. No, not too many plants, glass, metal, concrete, wood, and gravel. Some evergreens, and that's what we're going to do. Let's have a look and see how we go with this. Alright, they're like the plants. I nearly got it right with the equipment and the layout, so that's actually pretty good. that brings our house profit up by 45%. So we'll just close out of that. And let's put this place on auction and see how we go. Giorgio Chanwa wasn't too impressed with the place, does not like the kitchen. Jimmy Trader had a few problems. I might see what I did wrong with him, actually, seeing as we're trying to attract him. So, Raphael Erko, 92,000. I don't think he's going to give us a rise in that. So, but let's negotiate anyway. Negotiate the offer. He may laugh at us. Oh, he didn't laugh at us. Awesome. So there you go. We also managed to negotiate up for another $11,000. So that's probably a bit of a success for us. And I better accept that offer, hadn't I? Otherwise he'll be upset. There you go. So we've managed to sell and increase our profit by 45%. And now we're heading back to the office. And I think that's where we might leave it. I think next week we might have a look at buying some more properties, because we do have a few that we can go for. So there's about 19 in here. I'm actually really hoping that this close to Christmas there might be a Christmas house we can buy, but I have a feeling that because I haven't worked my way through the other properties, I may not be allowed to. So how much was the last Christmas house? That was a lot. So maybe I won't spend anything. I might just actually hang off for a little bit and deal with the houses that we've got, and maybe I'll also do a couple of those missions that we haven't done. So there's 6 of them still remaining. I don't remember the Tony X mission, to be honest. I remember that one and that one. There are more missions coming. Alrighty. So on that note, we'll leave you. Thanks very much for hanging with me today, and I will catch you all tomorrow. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit like, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more content. That'd be great. But in the meantime, take care and have a great day, everyone. I'll see you later.